Hi everyone, I am Yasuko and it's time for Massage Monday. 2 weeks ago, I did a thyroid massage that Ninon the Lenclos supposedly did in the 17th century, which may have contributed to her legendary beauty. And oh my gosh, I never expected so many feedbacks, especially on the other elements that I mentioned besides massage. Thank you so much for taking your time to share your opinions. I'm thoroughly enjoying different views. I'm just overwhelmed and it's taking me a long time to reply, but eventually I will. I believe you can do whatever you want as you please, as long as you don't hurt anyone physically or mentally, and you take responsibility of your own choices. I honor and respect your choices, and I embrace diversity. There's no way one way of living fits everyone. If there are 100 people, there are 100 ways of living based on different views and values, and I think it's beautiful. I would not tell you how you should live your life based on my values because I'm not you and it's your business, not my business. I mind my own business, but I'm happy for you if you're happy with yourself and with your life. This week I'm going to try Ninon de Lenclos Beauty Tonic that I mentioned at the end of the other video. I looked for the original recipe, but I came across different variations. I think this one is as close to the original as I can find on the internet. I also found out she used to take a bath every day and she had her own bath recipe, but that's for another time. Here's the recipe: 4 ounces of almond oil, 3 ounces of lard, 1 ounce of spermaceti, which is a waxy substance that is taken from a sperm whale's head cavity. It was used in candles and cosmetics, but now it's illegal to use, thank God. So beeswax will be used instead. An unknown amount of onion juice, an unknown amount of rose water. I'm using organic almond oil, organic beeswax, organic onion, and organic rose water. I couldn't find organic lard. In fact, I couldn't find the lard for a long time because I assumed it would be in the refrigerated section next to butter, but it was hiding in an unrefrigerated baking section. If you're allergic to almond oil, you can do it without it because one viewer said there was no almond oil in the original recipe as stated in the book. But I couldn't get the title of the reference book, and I couldn't find the recipe in the Life, Letters, and Epicurean Philosophy of Ninon de Lenclos book. So if anyone can find the original recipe, better yet in French, please let me know. I didn't know how much onion juice to put, so I grated 1/4 of onion and squeezed the juice using a cheesecloth, now dedicated for this task only. I tried garlic press, but I had to cut up the onions into small pieces to crush little at a time, so grating and squeezing was easier. 1 ounce of beeswax, 4 ounces of almond oil in a separate glass dish. Add 3 ounces of lard. Then I put a pan with water on the heat and mixed the almond oil and lard in a small glass bowl. After the lard is melted and mixed in a double boiler method, I added the beeswax. After the beeswax was melted, I put the onion juice and mix. Turn off the heat. Then add rose water. I used 1 teaspoon because that's what one recipe that I saw said. I then took it out of the water and cooled it down. I stirred in the beginning, and after about 20 minutes, it starts to solidify and become opaque. This is 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and 1 hour. I think you call this a cream rather than tonic. It's like a softer lard enhanced with onion smell. Now this is a lot of cream, or more like grease. This will last for a long time. I put it on my face, forehead, and neck before bed. Before you go to bed, this cream is known to stain, so protect your pillow with a towel or something. I actually did some of the Tonic face massage with this lubricant. It worked perfectly. I'll put the link above and below. Definitely not a beauty product to please your olfactory sense or sense of smell. So I woke up with about half the grease still on my face and neck. I think some are absorbed and some are rubbed off. It's like there's no way your face will be dry with this. Before I rubbed it off, guess what I did with the leftover lubricant? Morning arm exercise. Gotta tighten those guns. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to put the link here and here. I then wiped it off with this witch hazel toner and a cotton pad, which I think someone said to do. It's alcohol free, it's refreshing while skin remains moist. I've also seen to use the micellar water to cleanse your face. Again, I don't know what Ninon did, but this works for me. I would not wash your face first before wiping off the grease, because the grease may clog the drain, especially if you do this daily. I've only done this one day, so I'm not expecting to see any result. The skin turnover rate is 4 to 6 weeks depending on your age, so I'm going to try this for at least a month. But I can tell you, my skin does feel nice and plump even after taking shower and wash with soap like normal. And I actually put the cream just on my left hand before I went to bed for an experiment, and I think my left hand is slightly lighter toned. I should have taken a before picture, but I think this is a good start. I don't know if you can tell, but this one is slightly lighter than this one. So I'm going to continue with this experiment too, and I will report if I notice any changes. Again, this is a long-term experiment of 40 years, and my goal is to look like this in 2058. Actually, stroke runs in my family, so it will be a miracle if I live that long. Next time, I will make much smaller batch than this, using the same ratio, maybe using a tablespoon. That way, it will be much faster to cool down and solidify and possibly won't spoil. I may put more onion juice and rose water to see how much my nose can tolerate. I'm just speculating, maybe Ninon made this much to share with her lover of the time too, because I cannot imagine being next to someone covered up in this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back next week. Make it a great week. Feel free to comment below, and please don't forget to subscribe.